welcome you watching Express News with me, Munmun Bhattacharya. Let's get started. President Draupadi Murmu awarded the Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar 2025 at Rashtrapati Bhavan on Tuesday, honouring excellence in science, technology and innovation under India's unified national recognition framework. Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan on Tuesday stated India has emerged as one of the most proactive nations globally in shaping artificial intelligence policies for inclusive growth and national transformation. Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan at New Delhi's AI conclave on Tuesday emphasized making artificial intelligence integral to school and college curricula for developing students' critical thinking and problem-solving abilities. The Vice President also emphasized that AI is crucial for the country as it charts its inspiring journey towards a self-reliant, inclusive and technologically empowered Viksit Bharat by 2047. The Prime Minister's office reposted Union Minister Piyush Goyal's article on the new India-New Zealand FTA, India's first women-led negotiation enhancing trade, jobs and $20 billion FDI for mutual growth. India has said that the FTA with New Zealand underscores the commitment of both nations to deepening the economic ties and harnessing mutual opportunities in the rapidly evolving financial services landscape. The Union Finance Ministry said that the agreement will establish a robust institutional and regulatory framework to accelerate bilateral cooperation, enhance market access and promote deeper integration between the two nations. India's Chief Economic Advisor V. Anant Nageshwaran on Tuesday said that the country's GDP numbers are not overestimated and criticisms are often raised to sow doubt without rigorous analysis. Chief Economic Advisor V. Anant Nageshwaran urged shortening revision cycles for India's GDP, CPI and IIP amid rapid changes, addressing New Delhi workshop and calling for contributions to refine new data releases. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar on Tuesday announced a $450 million reconstruction package to assist Sri Lanka in recovering from the devastation caused by Cyclone Ditwa. This announcement was made during his visit to Colombo. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar further stated that the package comprises a $350 million concessionary line of credit and $100 million in grants aimed at supporting the rebuilding of cyclone-affected regions of the nation. Dr. Jaishankar also met Sri Lankan President Anura Dissanayake in Colombo on Tuesday and conveyed PM Narendra Modi's warm wishes and message of solidarity in the aftermath of Cyclone Ditwa. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, as Prime Minister Modi's special envoy, met Sri Lanka's Foreign Minister Vijitha Herath in Colombo to discuss cyclone relief and long-term reconstruction. Further in the day, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar and Sri Lankan counterpart jointly inaugurated a 120-foot Bailey Bridge in cyclone-hit Kilinochchi, airlifted from India under Operation Sagar Bandhu. The Indian Army's Engineer Task Force has launched the 120-foot dual carriageway Bailey Bridge in Jaffna region on Tuesday, restoring vital road links devastated by Cyclone Ditwa. India has on Tuesday reaffirmed ongoing humanitarian assistance and long-term medicine supplies to Afghanistan in JP Nadda's bilateral talks with Maulavi Noor Jalal Jalali, featuring symbolic handover of cancer medicines and vaccines. Union Health Minister J.P. Nadda emphasized coordinated centre-state efforts to strengthen influenza preparedness while virtually addressing the two-day Chintan Shivur on intersectoral convergence in New Delhi. The Indian Air Force congratulated Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, the Axiom A4 mission pilot, on Tuesday for the Man of the Year honour by The Week magazine, boosting India's human spaceflight program. India observes National Farmers' Day on December 23rd, honoring farmers' contributions to national development and marking the birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Chaudhry Charan Singh, renowned for advocating farmers' welfare. In 6 months, authorities prevented 660 crore in cyber fraud losses using financial fraud risk indicator, with over 1,000 banks and institutions onboarding digital intelligence platform supported by RBI and National Payments Corporation of India. In business, Indian indices ended lower on Tuesday. At close, Sensex was down 42.64 points to close at 85,524.84. Nifty was up 4.75 points to close at 26,177.15 points. The Indian rupee ended flat at 89.66 per dollar on Tuesday versus Monday's close of 89.65. The global spot price for gold reached a new record high of $4,497.82 per ounce in early trade on Tuesday. Global spot silver prices soared to a record intraday high of $70.0055 per ounce on Tuesday. Global oil prices remain fluctuating at around the $62 per barrel mark for Brent crude and near $58 per barrel for WTI. Asian markets traded mixed on Tuesday, with Nikkei flat, Topix and Shanghai up slightly, Hang Seng down marginally amid year-end positioning and expectations of US interest rate cuts. European markets rose modestly on Tuesday, with the Stocks 600 and DAX up slightly, CAC 40 marginally lower amid low volumes and caution ahead of US data releases. Cryptocurrency prices fell on Tuesday, with Bitcoin dropping below $88,000 to $87,434 and Ethereum under $3,000 to $2,959 amid low volumes and pre-expiry caution. As a whole, global markets mixed on Tuesday as US futures were flat near highs ahead of GDP data, gold and silver at record prices with cautious optimism for year-end rally and US rate cuts. The security situation in Bangladesh remains caught in a vicious cycle of violence and protests again following the lynching of a minority member and the killing of a leader last week. Inqilab Moncho has warned of launching a movement to topple the Yunus-led interim government if justice is not ensured for the killing of its spokesperson, Sharif Osman bin Hadi, vowing to stay on the streets until the perpetrators and the alleged backers are brought to book. In a latest, Bangladesh Nationalist Party Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul has on Tuesday accused Yunus-led interim government of failing to maintain law and order, urging it to create conducive conditions for upcoming elections in Bangladesh. US President Donald Trump said on Monday it would be smart for Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro to step down as US naval forces pressed a blockade on the South American country's oil wealth. Hitting back at US President Donald Trump, Venezuelan President Maduro said that the US president would be better off focusing on domestic issues rather than threatening Caracas. While Venezuela's key ally, Moscow, expressed its full support for Maduro's government as Washington has dialed up military operations and threats against Caracas. Meanwhile, the US military said on Monday it killed one alleged drug trafficker aboard a low-profile boat traveling along what it added were known drug transit routes in the eastern Pacific Ocean. US President Donald Trump announced plans to build a new Trump class of battleships that he said would be larger, faster, and 100 times more powerful than the biggest of any previous American-built warships. President Trump announced battleships for his Golden Fleet to ensure United States naval dominance, starting with 2 vessels expandable to 25 and upcoming meetings with contractors on slow production. US President Donald Trump has also expressed disapproval of releasing photographs of Bill Clinton from Jeffrey Epstein files, calling it terrible, and claimed Democrats are using it as a political distraction. Australia's most populous state, New South Wales, is set to pass tougher gun laws, ban the display of terrorist symbols and curb protests, informed the state Premier Chris Minns. New South Wales Parliament's lower house cleared the Terrorism and Other Legislation Amendment Bill late on Monday in an emergency sitting. The Australian government said it was preparing and drafting tighter national gun and hate speech reforms following a mass shooting at Bondi Beach. In a press conference, US President Donald Trump said that talks to end the war in Ukraine are going okay. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said that Ukraine and the United States are making progress on a package of bilateral security guarantees and an economic recovery plan following talks in Miami. He further mentioned that the framework included 20 points in a separate document with Washington that he expects to be considered by the US Congress. Protesters attack government building in Albania, targeting Prime Minister Edi Rama's office, demanding the government's resignation. Albania has been witnessing rising political tensions in recent weeks after Deputy PM Belinda Baluko was indicted for alleged corruption. France's government pushes lawmakers to approve emergency legislation to avert a shutdown as pressure mounts from investors and rating agencies. An Ecuadorian court sentenced 11 of 17 soldiers to more than 34 years in prison over the forced disappearance of 4 boys during security operations in Guayaquil City last year. We're heading into a short break at this point in time. Keep watching DD India. For more updates, we'll be back in a minute.
Geopolitics and trade deals. Economic challenges amid development. Hard work and the path to prosperity. It's the economy, always. Between walkers, money is what money does and says. Supply creates its own demand. Between the bulls pulls and bears tears. When supply chains globalization and India rises to the podium. We'll get you centered with the Economic Brief at 8 p.m. every Thursday on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News. I'm Anand Bhattacharya. Let's resume. Severe cold conditions continue across North India and Delhi is facing severe cold and dense morning fog, sharply dropping temperatures and disrupting daily life across several states. The India Met Department forecast severe cold wave until 28th December across Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Rajasthan, northern Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Orissa, northern Madhya Pradesh and northeast India parts, with ongoing dense fog impairing visibility and daily activities. The Weather Department has also predicted light to moderate rainfall and snow for the Union Territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, including Gilgit-Baltistan, Muzaffarabad region. Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh have been witnessing continuous snowfall. Britain's National Weather Service said that 2025 may have been Britain's hottest year on record, with an average temperature above 10 degrees Celsius. A strong cold wave brought heavy snow and freezing temperatures across northern China, disrupting transportation and prompting emergency responses. A thick pollution cloud has been covering Montenegro's town of Pilgil-Vajar since past week, forcing citizens to stay indoors due to high concentration of sulfur dioxide in the air. Hundreds of sinkholes have emerged in Turkey's central agricultural region due to dwindling rainfall and receding groundwaters, causing concern among farmers and environmental experts who see it as a worrying sign of climate change. 2 miners have died due to a methane leak at a Polish mine. According to the mine operator's statement, 8 others were rescued. Mexican medical plane carrying at least 8 people crashed off the Texas coast due to fog. The accident killed at least 3 people. France's meteorological agency has issued a red alert for the Aero department due to heavy flooding of the lower Aero River. Dubai has adorned iconic landmarks with festive decorations for Christmas, featuring twinkling lights along global village walkways, enhancing its global pavilions, offering international food and traditional items. Residents and visitors in Japan participated in the Obarai Shinji ritual, a traditional ceremony at the Hiraoka Shrine in Higashi-Ogasa, where participants gather to laugh continuously in the belief that it brings positivity and hope. This rare sacred ritual draws on a story from Japanese mythology in which the sun goddess Amaterasu emerges from a cave after being enticed by the god's laughter, restoring light to the world. A Cape Town theatre turned into a glowing sanctuary as the Thandeka String Quartet performed a candlelit Christmas concert, enchanting audiences in search of festive cheer. A new mural by the anonymous British street artist Banksy appeared in London's Bayswater district on Monday, drawing crowds of passers-by stopping to photograph the work. In Peru's capital Lima, the holiday spirit is on the move. Public transport driver Walter Santa Cruz has transformed his bus into Christmas wonderland, delighting children as he drives dressed as Santa Claus. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro showed off his dance moves with an AI-powered robot that grooved along to traditional Venezuelan Christmas gaita music. Paper-mache artisans in Jammu and Kashmir are giving finishing touches to decorative products as they race to meet festive season orders from international markets. Rich, dark and steeped in tradition, plum cakes are in high demand as Christmas nears. Dehradun's bakeries, famed for their rum-soaked recipes, are at the heart of the festive rush. With less than 2 weeks to go for the Magh Mela, Prayagraj's district administration is working round the clock to ensure smooth arrangements for the devotees from across India. Christmas and New Year celebrations in Kerala become more affordable as Supply Co shopping fairs are offering subsidized items at various districts. As weight loss drugs are gaining popularity in the US, some in the restaurant industry are taking note and offering smaller portions for diners with reduced appetites. Locals raise concerns for the safety of Bijagos Archipelago, also a UNESCO World Heritage Site which is under risk of being submerged due to floods. Located off the Atlantic coast of tropical Guinea-Bissau, the archipelago is home to colonies of sea turtles, hippos, sharks, manatees and nearly 850,000 migratory birds. The archipelago also hosts several sacred sites as well as artisanal fisheries relied upon by nearly 25,000 inhabitants. On to entertainment now. Indian director Aditya Dhar's directorial Dhurandhar, starring Ranveer Singh, has officially surpassed the domestic box office collection of Ranveer Kapoor's Animal to emerge as the 10th highest grossing film in India by earning over 560 crore rupees by Monday. Producers have announced actor Ajay Devgan's return as Vijay Salgaonkar in Drishyam 3, set for worldwide theatrical release on 2nd October 2026. The iconic Drishyam Day, central to protagonist's alibi. Indian actor Vijay Deverakonda's pan-India rural action drama Rowdy Janardhan, directed by Ravi Kiran Kola and starring Kirti Suresh, unveiled its title glimpse in Hyderabad on Monday. Parasakti, an upcoming Tamil film featuring Siva Karthikeyan and Ravi Mohan, is set to release in theatres on the 10th of January next year. The makers have released the first teaser for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey on Tuesday. The film follows the Greek hero Odysseus, played by Matt Damon, as he travels the long and winding path back home after the Trojan War. In addition to directing, Nolan wrote the script and produced the film. The trailer shows Odysseus getting shipwrecked along with his army and making his way back home during a treacherous journey. Hollywood horror comedy Anaconda is set for a massive release across 1,000 plus screens in India this Christmas. That is the December 25th, 2025. The film will hit cinemas nationwide in English, Hindi, Tamil and Telugu. Anime Dan Da Dan is set to return for the third season in 2027. The Science Saru studio unveiled a new key visual for the supernatural comedy series. British singer-songwriter Chris Rea, best known for the Christmas classic Driving Home for Christmas, passed away in hospital following a short illness at the age of 74. American actor James Ranson, known for Ziggy Sobotka in The Wire and roles in The Chapter 2, has died by suicide at the age of 46 in Los Angeles. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hosted Indian star athlete Neeraj Chopra and his wife Himani Moore at his residence in New Delhi. Star India all-rounder Deepti Sharma rose to the top of the ICC Women's T20 International Bowling Rankings for the first time in her career. Indonesia's pacer Gade Priyandana became the first bowler to claim 5 wickets in an over in a T20 international match against Cambodia in Bali. Australian skipper Pat Cummins will miss the last 2 Ashes tests against England due to injury. Nathan Lyon was also ruled out of the Ashes series due to injury. The veteran spinner faces surgery and an extended period on the sidelines. Steve Smith, who captained the team in Cummins' absence during the first 2 tests, will lead the team again in Melbourne Test. Former England captain Andrew Strauss warned that removing coach Brendan McCullum and captain Ben Stokes will not solve England's woes. England's managing director Rob Key pledged to investigate whether players drinking on a mid-Ashes break went too far. Pressure mounts on Italian authorities to accelerate preparations for the 2026 Winter Games amid funding gaps and unusually warm temperatures. The All India Tennis Association has dropped in Sriram Balaji for the upcoming Davis Cup against the Netherlands, which will be played in Bengaluru on 7th and 8th February. Spain topped the latest FIFA Men's World Rankings, followed by Argentina and France. Egypt came from behind to beat Zimbabwe 2-1 in its first game in the Africa Cup of Nations 2025 in Morocco. Napoli won the Italian Super Cup as David Neres scored twice to secure a 2-0 win over Bologna in the final in Jeddah. Premier League club Liverpool said Alexander Isak is expected to be out of action for 2 months after fracturing his leg against Tottenham. And Brazilian club Santos said that Neymar has undergone a successful operation on his left knee to repair a damaged meniscus. That's it in this edition of Express News. News and updates will continue on DD India. Stay tuned.